The back of
them,
the tongue. The
and
back of
so
the tongue.
nobody. Right? Listen, half of y'all don't have no gag reflex because you don't scrub your tongue, and that's a different
Okay.
story.
Well.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa,
All right, we got the
whoa.
video. My
Yeah.
lord.
My Lord. Yeah.
What's
Jesus.
up? Here we go. Y'all ready?
If older people don't listen to younger people, they become slow amongst older people.
Mm.
When younger people don't listen to older people, they become slower amongst younger people. If young people would listen to older people, they move faster amongst younger people because you got
Facts.
advanced knowledge. Right. And when older people listen to younger people, we move faster in the older world because you got new knowledge.
Well,
That
did he
right
say
there
that?
was fire.
That was fire.
Yes, sir.
That was fire.
Yes, sir.
When you are and that's why I've made myself to encompass when I do worship. I have to be in a church that has a wide range of people. It
Mm-hmm.
has to have young people. It has to have teens. It has to have middle age. It has to have older people, so that their whole line of learning is still passed along between the generations. And
Mm-hmm.
it's important to me that I sit and talk with the younger generation, because there's
Mm-hmm.
so much information that's now being transferred between them that we're not even picking up because we talk at them instead of talking to them.
To them, absolutely.
Oh
Hmm.
my.
Wow.
Oh my.
I agree with that.
Speaking of younger people, I had to put my parents on to Cash App. They have a church. I had to let them know that that is a way to give. And not only is that a way for them to give to my parents' church, it's a way for you to give to our church as well. Listen, we got Cash App at
Yeah, we
Jericho
got
No
cash
Walls,
up.
PayPal at Jericho No Walls, Zelle at Jericho No Walls, ORG at gmail.com. Listen, if you feel like we have been a blessing to you, this would be a great opportunity for you to bless us. No offering is too small. And we will also say that no offering is too big. But if you got $1, great. If you got two, great. If you got 10, 20,
Last
50,
two
100,
hundred.
we don't have lines. But listen, that sounded wrong. Listen, we all on the internet.
Wow.
We don't have tiers. Okay, does that better?
That sounds better.
Lord. Okay, yeah, because we don't have lines either. We don't do lines.
Help
And
on this
especially when I
end.
got on this crispy white t-shirt. Listen.
You
Woo,
know
I
So if
got
what?
you were giving it to a crispy white T-shirt in the head, I was feeling your look now. I'll
I
say that.
appreciate it.
And
Listen,
you
that
came
means a
in with the
lot coming
Barry
from
White
Teddy.
voice.
Listen, God
Hey,
bless you all
you
today.
know,
God bless you.
Whatever.
God bless-
Hey man,
What a shade
oh my
fan
God.
it.
for real, it's a whole lot of shade being thrown from all the way over here by Tyler Perry Studios. And all I'm saying is
That ain't
some of
working.
the
There you
stuff
go.
that's
There you
happening,
go.
some of the stuff that's happening now, I have never ever seen before. There was this video that came out. It's something about this new generation, this generation Alpha, and
Mm.
the soon to be generation Bravo. They are completely different. They're coming out singing, they're coming out dancing. It's almost like how when Michael Jackson came out, little Michael Jackson hit the scene, people was not ready for little Michael Jackson. And
Mm.
but
Alfonso Roberto, he was like that when we was coming up. He was like a shadow of Michael Jackson. Now we see
Mm-hmm.
him on America's Funniest Home Videos, and we forget that he started out as the little boy dancing like Michael Jackson in the Pepsi
Yeah,
commercial.
and Fresh Prince
Mm-hmm.
of Bel-Air. I
The
mean,
Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's so many things. His was his beginning, but he actually started as a little kid. He was like
yeah,
five,
he did.
about 4 years old, and he was
Yeah.
dressed just like Michael Jackson. And him and Michael
Dancing just
Jackson
like
did
him too.
they did a Pepsi commercial together. But there was a video that came out of this little baby, and the baby
Oh,
was rapping. But what it was amazing about it is the baby is speaking baby gibberish. But
Bishop? Bishop, we didn't finish the other point.
we didn't.
No.
I thought we did. Kay spoke on it, Ed spoke on it, and
I
then I
didn't
thought
speak
you.
on it. I didn't speak on
Mm-hmm.
it, Reverend.
Okay, well, go ahead and drop some knowledge on it, Ed.
They was buying me time, Bishop. They were just buying me time. It was the smoke signal time.
But I would say as a young man, I used to love just being in the barbershop, listening to the older guys talk in the barbershop. Like they had a way of saying things that made you think if you listened to them, and a lot of the stuff that they said like makes a lot of sense. And I find myself saying a lot of things now to younger people, and then I hear what I say, and I'll be like, wow. So wisdom begets wisdom, and I think that's what he's talking about in the video. Like, everybody is not a seeker of wisdom. I think it was Solomon that asked God for wisdom in the Bible. Like, and I mean, he's to today known as the wisest man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, besides God, of course, but yeah. So wisdom begets wisdom, both ways, though. Like, because there's still things that the younger generation can teach the older generation. Like Pastor Markell just said, he had to turn his parents on the cash app, which you can send cash apps to Jericho, by the way.
God bless you.
God bless you. With no amount is too small or too big or whatever like that.
See, that's why I thought he had said something, because he was talking about that with his parents. But go ahead, Bishop.
Well, I just will say, it's important for us to never stop learning. And if you're at the point to where you never stop learning, you can always find new avenues. Matter of fact, honestly, for everybody that's on this panel, and I don't want to call us old, but don't get offended, Ed. We are simulcasting on 4 different platforms right now.
At the same time.
And that's because we have continued to learn. We've continued to innovate. We've continued to, we've taken our crafts, and not only taken our crafts and put them on display, but we put them on display using new and different technologies that once upon a time, we couldn't have fathomed Logic about 20 years ago. We couldn't have fathomed Pro Tools. We couldn't have fathomed EV Mux or StreamYard, or 20 years ago, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Rumble. None of these existed.
That's true.
20 years ago, we still was using CDs.
Some of us were still using cassettes. You know what I'm saying?
Some people were still using 8 tracks.
You know what I'm saying? And we couldn't have imagined the speed of internet back 20 years ago. We were still using dial-up. I'm just saying, it's floppy disk. So it's vitally important for us to continue learning, because here's the other part: how can we convey this information and this knowledge?
Come on.
Because here's one of the disconnects in the church right now. One of the disconnects in the church is that you got all these old people running the church, doing everything the way that they found it. And here it is, y'all working off of dial-up. The old church is working off of dial-up, and our young people is on 5G on their cell phones.
That's right.
That same thing you just said can apply to the Senate and Congress.
And they're doing everything the old-fashioned way, and you don't have any new innovation. And this is why the church is about 2 or 3 decades behind technology. And this is why Jericho even exists.
Right.
Because guess what? Because I say it all the time. There's a ton of young people that's from about 18 to 35 that will not sit and listen to a man or a woman with a Strong's Concordance and a Bible sit and talk and exegete the scripture. And
come on, exegete.
I know what I'm saying. They just won't. They won't. But guess what? This platform is palatable for them. This platform is familiar to them. This platform they understand. This platform, see, I know I'm talking good today.
This platform is
When you get excited, you get into your points.
yeah. The preacher is